When you are deep into an investigation, whether you're a forensic analyst or an investigative journalist or an educator presenting a case study, data chaos is your worst enemy. Between scattered timestamps, nested email threads, ring camera footage, and endless PDF reports, piecing together a chronological narrative is a nightmare. Traditional software is often bloated, it's slow, and overly complicated. We knew there had to be a better way to manage investigations that match speed and efficiency. And so I give you here timeline investigations. And this is such an easy software to put together, for a timeline with. So basically what we did is we took the Nancy Guthrie case, friend Jerry and me, and we entered all this bits of data information. Now what happens is you'll go up here, you log the new evidence, name what the evidence. Let's just say this is socks, okay? And so I'll type in socks right here. And let's say that we found the socks today, which is February 21st at 2:36 p.m. All right? We found socks in the basement that did not belong to anyone. Okay? And then perhaps you'll, want to attach a file, an image, a video, or a PDF. So we'll just attach an image here. Let's just grab this timeline investigations, and then we'll just submit it to the timeline. Okay? Now here's our timeline down here, and as we scroll on our mouse, it easily goes to the left or to the right. And it's all done in chronological order. Okay. Now, let's say that you have a lot of information here and you're like, oh, where's the sock thing that we just made, right? Well, you can actually go up here and just type in what you know, sock. There we go. Notice how it brings it up. How about the glove they found at Nancy Guthrie's, Glove? See, there's two different pieces of evidence that we entered about the glove. And so this is what makes it so interesting. And the other thing too I wanted to show you is once you enter all this information, maybe you just want to print it out, right? Well, you could just click export to PDF and voila, it'll, you can print it out. Of course, it's probably going to be long. This one, particular one here, is 36 pages. It'll assemble the official case timeline report. And this is the Nancy Guthrie case reported today, right? Or February 24th. And as you scroll down, it has everything in chronological order. So you can print it out, hang it on your wall like a lot of people do. But let's say it comes time to, you want to present this maybe to the other investigators or whatnot. Maybe you're working privately on the case or whatnot, and you need to present it to people that are involved in the investigation. Well, we have a very easy button right here where it says present case. And this operates much like a PowerPoint. We can see here we have 60 slides. And as we go through the bits and pieces of information, you can look at each piece of evidence as you go through and present it, talk about it, whatever you need to do. And like if there's any notes, I didn't go over these comments, but here's like investigator notes, maybe some questions that you have. Let me exit this presentation so I could show you what these comments are about. So here's Nancy returns home January 31st, 2026 at 9:48 p.m. Nancy's driven home by her son-in-law. And then if you click on the comments, it says here, her son-in-law drove her home. So it's kind of redundant, but you could see the value of the different comments that you could make. And then whenever you're presenting the case, to your fellow investigators, what you have so far, and you click on those little notes, you can see who made that note, what time, what the date and time was that this note was made. The evidence was taken from June 10th, 2025, where someone's looking up Nancy Guthrie's info digitally. But you could see how this could really help an investigation. And over here, if you have a video file, upload a short video file, and it'll be presented here. And this is an image, of course, or a PDF. You could do it either way. But then when you're ready to exit the presentation, you can go like this. So it's really nice when you want to log new evidence. And if you just want to go over the timeline yourself, you could do it this way or hit present case. Of course, you can export it. And then the other thing you could do is manage your investigators. You can have people collaborate with you on this. So you can add a new investigator, whoever is on your team. You can add them up onto the investigation, right? Now, if there ever comes a time where you need to revoke access to somebody, then you could click revoke access and, remove them. But the only problem is if they entered information or they entered evidence, you don't want to revoke access. Just change their password if you don't want them coming back in there, right? So that's what you do. And then you go back to cases, and you can open unlimited amount of cases. Here's one about Lost Boys in Ludlow. I haven't entered any data with this yet. Notice I don't have any timeline. But once I begin entering into the timeline, I'll have my data, just like on the Nancy Guthrie case. So anyway, I just thought this was for enthusiasts, for real investigators. If you just want something real lightweight and it's super fast. There's nothing this fast out there. There's nothing bloated. And then the fact that you could just export to a PDF or present right here, and you can add an unlimited amount of investigators to your case files. Then you go back to the cases. If we want to go to the Nancy Guthrie case, we could just click on that. And here we are back at the Nancy Guthrie case, ready to log new evidence. It's simple, it's fast, and it's just, it helps you put things in perspective. And then if you need to edit any evidence, maybe, the perp takes away the camera. Maybe you don't have the picture right now, but you just wanted to get that piece of information in there. What kind of camera was it? Well, you could actually go back in here and edit your data, and then you can upload a file, of the camera if you like to, if it's needed for your evidence. But each card here is one piece of evidence. So you don't want to put any more than one piece of evidence per card, because you can make as many new evidence cards as you like, and then you'll be able to page through them really easily. Anyway, I thought you guys might like this. It's pretty interesting. It's fun. And for anybody that just does it as a hobby, if you like, I could set you up some. You can contact me for pricing. It's not that expensive. It's actually pretty cheap, and it's a lot of fun. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next video. This is Max with A1 Website Pro signing out.